Final job on the Saxo before I let it go. I've already taken a deposit, but there's some strange symptoms that I'd like to address before I let the car go. So going from setting off in first or starting to reverse, there's a little bit of a shunt, knock, bit of play before the car sets off, and also when driving around a corner it sometimes feels a little bit like the engine is shaking. So I've diagnosed this as the gearbox mount here. So this is the part that's serviceable, this bush attached to this bracket here, which I've got here, a new one. And it's quite easy to do, actually. So I've got the car jacked up safely and on an axle stand. And what we've got is 16mm nut and bolt going through the bush and two 18mm bolts holding the bracket into the gearbox. So I managed to squeeze the bolt out by pushing the rest of the gearbox mount up like that and getting the bolt out above the exhaust. So now I just need to press the old bush out and push the new one in. I'll see if I can manage to do this here. I'll do it without a press, hopefully. See, this is probably the original one, and the car's 22 years old, so hopefully this will be the cause of the problem. So we've put the bracket on a vise. I'm going to try and knock the bush through with a socket that's just the right size to hit the bush. Watch your fingers. So now we've got the bush out, we can give the inside of the bracket a light sanding, although this is in very good condition, and put it back on the vise, but we don't need to avoid the edges now, so the vise can be closed a little bit, and we can place the new bush on top and knock it in carefully with the socket. So get the bush as central as you can, and you're ready to refit. Refitted, so now we can see if it's made any difference. Drop the car down and go for a drive.